welcome in for the first time this season the Indiana Kelsey Mitchell, Christy Wallace, Nalissa Smith, and Aaliyah.
They are ready, and they have fresh legs coming in here to DC.
As the Fever get Van Loo to Edwards, serving, 6 on the shot clock, picked up by Boston. She'll call her own number as the baseline jumper does. That one's off the mark. Van Loo pushing, Samuelson got it blocked by Wallace. That was great defense. There's Van Loo getting Edwards on the move. Got it deep, goes reverse layup, gets it up and in, but it ends up with Mitchell.
Well, Eric Thibault told us that defense would definitely be at the top of the list.
Wallace in the corner gets that to hesitation, going at Smith. Wraparound pass, now back to Dolson with the wraparound pass from rookie to vet.
Well, this Dolson continued to move in her second stint here with the Mystics.
Here's Boston off the pick and roll. Little hesitation gets.
But then now they're getting her more in pick and roll actions like that.
On the kick, Dolson, the triple. She splashes it home.
Was looking for that drag screen for Atkins, but Indiana did a good job of closing that gap and blowing that up.
Atkins, and they're going to say she stepped on the side. Clark trying to get by. The Mystics defense gets right to the cup and lays. Boston gets the slip and around Edwards, lays that up. Quickly up the floor is Mitchell. Beautiful find from Clark as Mitchell lays it up and in.
And that's just remarkable, but it's not minute rice. You gotta let them marinate, let them grow in the game.
Dolson from the... Van Loo comes up with the steal. She'll call her own number and splash that home. Ties it. Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it. Too strong on that one. Loose ball. Clark on the move. Has Smith running with her. Gets it to her on the move. Beautiful to her. Mitchell in transition has Atkins to beat. Rolls off the rim. Smith couldn't get the
eyes. The positive things for your team and continue to try to sustain that, but also try to correct the errors.
Atkins getting to the hoop. Atkins with it now. To the corner. Richards. Nice little short corner jumper go.
Nalissa Smith right there and Aaliyah Boston. Good luck if you don't take that shot right away.
Boston got around Van Loo. Van Loo couldn't do
shots that she's made in tonight's game.
Wheeler, little in-out dribble. Gets that lay-in to go. That was, I'm sure, thought about it. Clark still with it. The kick, Smith will call her number and knock it down.
Absolutely. And I asked her how fun that was to have two dynamic guards and two dynamic post players to work with, and you know, she said it's all up.
Here's Boston, under a minute to go now. Katie Lou Samuelson into the ball game and an immediate impact.
Atkins is doing the dance with those feet up top.
Clark drops it off for Boston, 3 seconds, and they're going to say a travel with you here. Clark pulls off that screen, knocks it down even with her body.
All she has to do is just curl off of it. She did that properly with her footwork.
Dolson gets that foul, and the Fever currently with a 10-point lead.
Well, Caitlin Clark said, hey, I'm not making as many shots as I would like right now, but...
Points at the free throw line there for the Mystics as Melvin was fouled by Smith. Wallace adding to...
And that time, the defense had a miscue there and wasn't there for closeouts. Walker-Kimbrough the bench for the Mystics. She's done it all season and takes pride.
Nice finish there by Nalissa. Melvin back the other way for Washington. Going at Clark, quickly gets to the hoop, up and under, beautiful finish.
Bench points a couple of games ago. It's players like Jade Melvin who have stepped in the absence of an injured Brittany sign up and add up to big things. Great hustle plays.
Harley couldn't get that to go down. The ball with... Here's Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Wheeler. Boston fighting for position. Gets it. 1 second. Has to put it up. As Engsler
herself there.
Ariel Atkins and Aaliyah Edwards back into the ballgame with Julie Van Loo for the Mystics. C7 lead for the Fever.
There's the pitch back action trying to get Ariel Atkins downhill to her strong left hand, which is her
though. Too strong again as Atkins trying to save it. Van Loo with it. That one's off the mark and Clark will control for... Here's Mitchell working on Van Loo. Van Loo slips again.
We were doing what we needed to do to be disruptive, but it was all about the rebound.
Atkins, the low held was 12. It now sits at 7. Van Loo on the kick. Atkins got it. And a miss. Atkins in the passing lane, got a piece of that. Wallace trying to get it to Mitchell. Does off the bounce. That one doesn't go. Edwards. Atkins in this ball game. Edwards attacking. Got that to go. The Fever over 4 minutes without a field goal so far. Samuelson attacking. Hanging. Doesn't go. Edwards.
Jumper last night against Chicago.
hines-allen. Edwards. Jumper doesn't go. Hines-allen read that and was able to get a piece of it. Here's Atkins pushing, going at Clark. Spins off of her, hangs. Doesn't go as
she got touched up.
Boston gets that to go. And next, local listings for games in your area. These are the first free throws for the Indiana Fever this half as Boston
will be up for discussion in the halftime locker room.
Samuelson, the three. That one rolls around the rim. And
systematically things that she's done on the offensive end. Great offense, but she can also be the conductor on the offensive end for the Mystics. They're also missing Shakira Austin as well.
As Atkins gets
Atkins getting things going for the Mystics on the offensive end, now into double figures with 12. Don't find her early, she's going to make you pay, and that's what Eric Tebow told us, right?
Making them pay right there. Quick 5 for Kelsey Mitchell.
Those kinds of plays can add up for you if you're Indiana.
Swing action for the Mystics. That corner 3 from Atkins.
Inside and outside. Last year it was, we're going to pound the ball in from the foul line extended and get those entries.
Here's Edwards into the paint, kicks it out. Dolson 3. That one cashes in for Steph Dolson.
Wisdom. She's the most seasoned Washington Mystics player.
Wallace answers back.
6.
Samuelson off the mark. Clark with space. Off the ball game. Clark trying to get by Samuelson. Kicks it. Smith 3. That one doesn't.
Well, the pace of play right now really benefits Indiana.
Smith is going to head to the free throw line.
Chicago Sky, and they were here yesterday in D.C.
And to play in the third quarter. Samuelson, the quick trigger. That one falls for Carly Samuelson. Finish at the basket. Here's Atkins. Dolson left open. Cashes in another 3.
Trying to block and trail on Clark there, but she still got to pass through.
Boston gets the offensive board
to the positive effectiveness and efficiency for Washington's offense.
Just getting it done from the three-point line, mixing in some deuces.
Oh, I love the triples.
Atkins saw an opening. The jump stop, kicks it. Van Loo, step back 3, got it. Biggest lead
right there
for the Mystics. Well, it was until Mitchell hit.
Hines-allen, they were a dynamic duo there, and Maisha actually mistakenly broke the news to her that she was going to be invited. That Washington is getting to the second and third sides, forcing rotation by the Fever.
Edwards on the follow is going to Boston. Picked up by Edwards. Handoff to Wheeler. Wheeler lost the handle on that one.
And with just 10 on the clock.
Smith spins on Hines-allen. Doesn't get that to Clark. Pull up 3. That one tickles the.
And we asked her about the Mystics and what it was going to take to be on the winning end, and that's what she's.
Sides has been very vocal about an area she needs to work on, controlling the turnovers and bringing that number down. As Mitchell hits a big 3 for the Fever, and has it taken away by Mitchell. Mitchell pull up jumper in transition. That one doesn't go, but walker-kimbrough backing down on Mitchell, misses, and they're going to say a travel because that never did hit the rim.
So you love to see that DMV showing up, showing out.
Clark, an absolute. Here's Hines-allen. Quick spin, comes back middle, hanging, kept the bucket, and the foul. Hines-allen able to get the 3-point play.
And that's her wheel, does not give it to her.
Clark Back-to-back triples for Caitlin. Atkins behind the back, crossover, low dribble, pull up, Jay gets it to go.
DC at Capital One Arena for this matchup.
Samuelson at the buzzer.
Mints 45 seconds ago.
Atkins driving baseline. On the bounce, Mitchell. Samuelson goes to hines-allen. Spins on Mitchell, baseline, got that to go off the window. Clark thought about it. And they're gonna wave it off.
She wasn't going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark.
And she's ready for this moment, as I said in that first half, and she is showing and proving why right now.
Atkins off the window.
Isolation here for Mitchell.
Clark, another one. Dolson, the lob to hines-allen, able to collect that, goes up strong, doesn't get it, second chance, doubles it. 70 lead here, 3 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Inside to hines-allen, tough.
And learn and execute.
Samuelson in the corner. That's off the mark.
Didn't need to do all that at Iowa, so trying to find it on the professional level as well.
Mitchell with the steal and the finish.
For Mitchell or Clark, neither one of them he wanted to give that action up to. Mitchell off the 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carly Samuelson takes it down into the paint.
Shot clock, Atkins with it. Gets it to Dolson. As the buzzer was about to go, Steph Dolson
to the store the same way. It's a brand new car, you love it.
Mitchell connects, back to back. Dolson thought about it. Van Loo, Atkins will. Doesn't go, loose ball.
You rotate, you get your hands up in the passing lanes, and you have active feet.
Wallace. He's gonna get whistled for the op. Van Loo, the three, gets it.
Put on the baseline and turn her back out to the corner. But you gotta beat her to the spot. Being permitted to make those mistakes.
Dolson flips that one on, doesn't go, but Edwards is there for the cleanup. And Chicago Fire, live women's sports and more. Ion, it's on. Edwards able to get a piece of that. Comes away with a steal. Edwards in transition, count the bucket and the foul. Over to Mitchell, 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell touches it to Boston around the defender. And now, as she gets both into Dolson. Samuelson the three. That falls, 7 point. Clark sinks the first. Atkins. And she did on the season in an exhilarating